Hi everyone, my name is Megan, and before I actually get on with the subject that I'm going to be talking about, let me just introduce you to a few things about me. I am your typical girly girl. I love makeup, I love fashion, I love shopping, and I love dressing up, and I love going out and getting a cocktail with my girlfriends. But also another thing, I'm a lesbian. Yup. The thing I'm going to talk to you about is the fact that obviously I am feminine and a lesbian, and these two things often don't go together for most people. They either think if you're feminine then you're straight, and if you're a lesbian it therefore means that you're butch. But this obviously is not the case. There is many of us who are from the whole spectrum, from being totally femme to being totally butch, and quite a lot of lesbians are somewhere in between. But the problem is when you're rather feminine that people react to you in a different way when you have to come out, because you have to come out, otherwise they will assume that you're straight. And this is another thing about being a feminine lesbian, because me myself, I'm proud to be gay, and I do not like people assuming that I am something that I am not, and it is often quite kind of awkward to actually at some point in either a friendship or in a conversation with a work colleague to come out and actually say, oh actually I'm gay, not got a husband, and I'm actually going to be marrying a woman. It can be kind of tricky to say that. We suffer from femme invisibility, and by this I mean we go under the radar from both the straight and the gay community. For example, whilst I was at university I went out gay clubbing quite a lot, but who I went out with, my whole group was gay males. I didn't really know any lesbians, they were not really my friends. Lesbians would look at me like I did not quite belong. They probably thought I was either a fag hag or maybe curious. I never got treated like I was part of the family. Another thing that is a problem when you're a femme is if you're like me and you like other femme lesbians, then it's really hard to find another femme, because if people don't think that you are gay, how are you going to know who else is gay? If you're out and about and you see a lady, you know the look of, and she looks at you, but is she looking at you just because she's looking at you, or is she looking at you because she's looking at you? It's just really hard to know. And then obviously you have the straight community, where majority of women that you will meet will assume that you're just like them, that you're into all the same stuff, but the only difference is, of course, you're not into the men. And once they find this out, generally they are pretty good about it. But then there comes a time where they feel a little bit awkward, and can they talk about the same stuff they used to talk about with you, and that kind of thing. There's also the annoying statements or questions that you get from people when you come out. It's either, but you're too pretty to be gay, and it's like, no. Or, so who wears the trousers in your relationship if you're both wearing skirts? And obviously there's the response from the straight males, and I'm not going to try and generalise everyone. There are a lot of lovely straight men out there, but let's just say the majority that interact with us are not so lovely. As soon as they find out that you're a lesbian, they obviously see you as a challenge, they think that they can turn you, they think that you just need the right man. If not, they ask, can I watch or can I take part? And that's just a no, a big fat no. I'm a lesbian, I like women, and you are not coming anywhere near me. There's many times when me and my fiance were out on a date or at a restaurant, and it's just frustrating because if a straight couple were on a date, they would not be approached by another male trying to pinch their woman. You know they'd get a black eye at the very least. But with us, you know, it's irritating. They come along, even if they can tell we're together. More the reason why they do come and try and sit with us. And even if you tell them I'm gay and this is my fiance, they still don't leave. We had one who tried to argue with my girlfriend that he was actually my fiance. It's like, no. So obviously, just from the few examples I've listed, being femme has its disadvantages. But of course we do have the advantages that come with not being singled out as a lesbian. We can easily escape discrimination and hate crime. Obviously prejudice and discrimination needs to be tackled, and people need to just wake up and realise what really counts in life. It is annoying because I don't want to be seen as if I'm hiding who I am, and I am very out about who I am. Even holding my partner's hand down the street, people still ask, are you sisters or are you cousins, and if not, are you best friends or what? They can't get their head around the fact that, no, we're lovers. From a young age I've always had an issue of, why are there no feminine lesbian role models? I grew up when there wasn't really anybody out in the celeb world as a lesbian that I could identify with. Obviously we have Portia de Rossi, and more recently people like Amber Heard are coming out, and Shelley Wright. But there's, there's like a few. That's like all I can really think of. And there's Jessie J, but she's bisexual. Amber Heard, I don't actually think is fully lesbian. So whilst it's great they are coming out, and I'm not gonna diss that in any way, but where are the full lesbians? Where? Because there's gonna be many. It's just a shame that they obviously feel they still have to hide who they are, and that young lesbians nowadays are growing up still wondering, if I'm gay, where do I belong? Do I have to shave my hair? Do I have to start wearing baggy jeans and Converses? Do I have to give up my heels and my makeup? That kind of thing. And I think a lot of people go through a transition stage where they try out the look of being a lesbian in order to feel like they belong, and then they realise later on, in however long, a year, 5 years, that no, they can actually be who they want. I just think that it's a shame that they don't know that they can just be themselves from the get-go. So in telling you a little bit about what it's like to be a feminine lesbian, I hope that I've either opened up your eyes or shown you what it's like to be on the receiving side of some of the comments that you might make towards me or think about me. But also, I want to try and raise the visibility of femme lesbians. I want us to be out there, and if there's not going to be any celebrities, then why not us? So I run a femme visibility campaign, and if you would like to submit your face to it, visit my blog www.whatwagondidnext.com and go to the femme visibility tab at the top, or email me at whatwagondidnext@gmail.com. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will appreciate all your lovely comments. Mwah! Bye bye.